Hi. Okay, my name's Bruce. This is my channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. And more than thank you, I want to say this. Happy New Year. It's 2024. I can't believe it. I'll tell you, I remember when I was a little kid, at like say grade 1, 6 years old, I sit in class and it'd be like, okay, it's 1970, whatever. I'd say, oh, I can't believe it's going to be, eventually it's going to be like 1970, it's going to be like 2000. I'd be excited. And then I realized, oh, don't be too excited because you're wishing life away. And then I remember distinctly about 1980, I was thinking, whoa, it's going to be 2000. How old will I be in 2000? Oh. And now, holy smoke, it's 2024. I'm like, what the heck happened? Really? But I'll tell you something, though. It's, I had a plan. Okay. I'm getting out my chalk. I don't know why. Put my chalk away. I had a plan. And the plan came from this. By circumstance, I found myself in what is realistically the very best place to be in North America for New Year's Eve. Okay, full stop. Now, some people might say, oh, you're in New York City? It's like, no, I'm not in New York City. Oh, you're in Los Angeles? No, I'm not in Los Angeles. I was in Ville de Quebec, Quebec City, New Year's Eve. It's amazing. And the first time I was in Quebec City, New Year's Eve, actually it was 2008. 2008 was the 400th anniversary of the city of Quebec. And I didn't really realize that until last night. So I gathered up my energy. I'm in Quebec City. And my thought was I'm going to ring in the New Year's, sort of. Now, reality intervened, and my personal energy level did not permit me to see midnight, but I was happy nonetheless. And if you've been following the videos, you'll know a couple things that make me happy. One thing that makes you really, really happy. I tell you, I'm the happiest guy normally within 100 meters. It's basically true all the time. But the thing that makes me happy is just talking to people. Meeting strangers. I actually love it. I don't like using the word love, because I keep the word love for very, very special things. So I love my wife, I love my family, but I don't want to say like, oh, I love talking to strangers. I greatly enjoy talking with strangers. And so last night I'm in Quebec City. I meet a guy, Sammy from Florida. Sammy was originally born in Detroit. I find all this out in like seconds. He's originally born from Detroit. Sammy's wife met up. Now they're living in Florida. Great. Sammy from Florida. If I could remember the name of the city in Florida, I'd tell you. But I said, Sammy. He's like, look me up. I'm like, how? He goes, oh, you just go to this town and you say, I'm looking for Sammy, and everyone will know. I was like, and you know what? I met the guy and I believe him. I think that's a real thing. I think everyone would know. Anyway, so Sammy. And then I was lucky. I met this beautiful family from Los Angeles, and I helped them with a picture, and they were all having a great time. And it was like a kind of if you're going to have a central casting family, this was a central casting family. There was the gentleman and his wife, and then they had a daughter, and she was just at that age where she's like, oh man, I'm here with my mom and dad. What am I doing? And you could tell. So at the same time, she's having a great time, but there's a little tiny bit of man, I'm here with my mom and dad. And I was like, oh, beautiful. Anyway, and then a little bit later, another thing happened. Now, I want to mention this thing. I went out with this intention that I was going to like video a bunch of stuff and take pictures, because I really enjoy that. And what would happen was I was going to share it with my YouTube group, which is, I can't believe anybody watches this stuff. And if you do, thank you very much. And if you don't, thank you very much. And if you subscribe, that'd be just awesome. I tell you, just awesome. I can do a little adjustment there. There you go. So anyway, so I met all these people. But oh yeah, okay. So I went out and I wanted to do some videos. I was gonna put this video together and I was gonna say, if you're looking for a thing to do on New Year's Eve, Quebec City. If you happen to be in the United States and you can take a trip, Quebec City. If you happen to be on planet Earth and you can take a trip, Quebec City, New Year's Eve. Holy smoke, it's amazing. And it is. And I thought I was going to, these videos, they're going to be great. And I'm this Technicolor fantasy of what was going to happen in my head. Now, reality intervened. One was I got tired, like to the point where, okay, I'm calling this. Two was I'm not that great at making videos. I don't know if you noticed, but it's true. And the reason why I'm here, I have this thing. I have this classroom in the forest. I really like this, is because even if you don't like it that much, but I like it. I have it because I've set myself up a boxes. I know what I can do, and I try to do that. Okay, and I try to expand, like get a little better, but this is it. But anyway, I have a problem is that I have this little video camera, and it has different modes. Little camera has modes. A mode is takes still pictures, it takes video pictures, and it's called the art mode. And the art mode is whatever artness you set it up for. I think it's a Sony something or other, it doesn't matter. And so one of the perils is it's set up for slow motion. So what happens is I get all excited. I'm going to go somewhere. My friends, I'm going to make a little video for them or something, or record it like a granddad, I guess. And lo and behold, I'll do the whole thing. It'll be in slow motion. So the problem with this thing, you don't have any audio. It's in slow motion. It's called a mistake. That happens to me quite a bit. I always seem to do that with that camera. Anyway, so that's that. But I have a little bit to share with you, because Quebec City parties, wow. There's no fooling around here, because if you've been following the videos, you know that, okay, Celine Dion, Solotech is the most significant company in the world for sound and lighting live performance production. They're like related to Celine Dion, started for the 1976 Olympics, and Cirque du Soleil, a few things. And then they have offices all over the world. And if you go to a concert or something in the world, chances are Solotech. So this is Quebec City, so Solotech. So in terms of production value, it's the opposite of these videos. They're like, this is the real deal, okay? Like if you get a chance, Festival d'été de Québec, it's in the summertime. It's probably the most significant, largest music festival in North America each year. Most people in the English-speaking world don't know about it, but that's okay. Anyway, oh yes. So I intended to make these videos and show you that I have some stuff I'm going to put it in, explain it. Happy New Year again. And then coincidentally, now my New Year started at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and ended basically at 8:30. Okay. And I'm out and I see a guy and I thought I knew him. I thought I had made his acquaintance earlier. And so I said, hey, because I like talking to people. So I said, excuse me, blah, 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 blah. We made a little chit-chat. Turns out, wrong guy. But we went up talking for about 15, 20 minutes. And he was the organizer of the whole shebang. He's the head of the organization. And I was thrilled to meet the guy. And I made a point of saying, this is amazing. How amazing is it? Okay, Quebec City, the party, where's the party? The party encompasses basically Quebec City from a thing called the Grand Allée, which is this huge street, to Rue Saint-Jean, the Ville de Quebec, to the ramparts overlooking the, what's it called? The St. Lawrence River, yes. And there's the Chateau Frontenac, the beautiful old hotel, the sliding thing. But this idea, this production, is they have like 5 stages. And they're not little teeny tiny stages. They're huge, big deal, like full on. And the bands are wonderful, top notch, beautiful, exciting music. And then some of the stages are set up because sometimes it's quite cold. It might be like minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. That's real. That can happen here. Or a normal cold might be like minus 15 degrees Celsius, which is whatever that is. It's like 8 degrees Fahrenheit. But so they're set up for this. It's kind of cool to see. and the music is exciting, it's wonderful, and then all the people are coming with their families, and it's exciting, it's wonderful, and I recommend strongly that you come and enjoy Quebec. And Quebec, New Year's Eve is wonderful. I'm repeating myself, I don't care, okay? It's beautiful. I met this guy, and he was the head of the whole thing. There's beautiful people from Los Angeles. Oh, and I met this other gentleman, and he was this guy. He was there with his family and beautiful children, lovely wife, and this guy was tremendous photographer. You could tell he enjoyed it, and he was so lucky because he had this great family, and stuff. And I suggested to him that that he take his family and go sledding or tubing at Vacances Valeur. It is Vacances Valcartier. I think I'm going to say this like it's true, but someone's going to look it up and say, well, no, you're not right. It's not true. But I'm going to tell you, this was, contrary to my complete belief, like the largest water slide park in the world. And for sure, in the wintertime, it remains a very large water slide park because part of it is indoors, and they have tubing. So you have and you don't have to walk up. I have about 10 or 20, some number like this, lifts, tows that will take you and your tube to the top of the small mountain, and then you have your choice of pathways to go down, and you can join your tubes together with your friends, your families, or your new friends that you just met, and new families that you just met a second or two ago, and everyone's bon vivant, lots of conviviality, everyone's happy. You go whoom down the ride. It's a blast. I tell you, I did it, and wow, it's wonderful. But I'm sharing with you the story of my New Year's Eve, and you know what? Happy New Year again, and 2024. Okay, 2024. Okay, let's go. 2020. People were saying like, okay, come on, we got it. That 2020 is over. It's going to get better. And 2023, that was a stretch year. I mean, stretch meaning there's difficult things happening throughout the world for lots of people. Not good. 2024. I'm hoping that. Like I said, hope's not a plan. Hope's not good. So contact your representative and tell them that you need a better plan. I'm planning that we can end strife, which is a complete fairy tale. And I used to kind of mock people for giving that answer. You'd be watching a pageant and someone say, what do you hope for? So people say, I want world peace. I want happiness for everyone. And they'd say, oh yeah, blah, 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 happiness for everyone. No, really, I do. I want you to be happy. I want your family to be happy. I want your neighbors to be happy. I want all the people that you have never met to be happy. And happiness is funny because we can do it by contrast, and that a human life is a complicated thing, and we have complex emotions and a range of feelings and things that happen in our lives that make us feel this way and that way, and good and bad and sad and glad and better and worse and all kinds of stuff. But let's head on the good path. Oh, by the way, if you really like this riveting, not to be missed content, please subscribe. And the like button, that's a thing. I don't know. If you don't like it, subscribe anyway, because what the heck. And if you really don't like it, leave a comment. And if you like it, leave a comment. And if you have any useful suggestions, do that. Oh, someone had a suggestion that I should practice. That's a very valid suggestion. That's an absolutely true thing. Because if you want to grow your audience, which I'm like I said before, I do this for me because it gives me a chance to come out in my forest and kind of discuss things that are important to me. Normally I like to talk about economics, and this idea of that Quebec New Year's experience, believe it or not, is also related to economics, because it's an example of effective public policy and creating the goodwill that really makes our world better. But anyway, so someone said I should rehearse. And you know what? The videos would be better if I rehearsed, I think. But the problem is I don't have a script. So I can't rehearse because I don't script it. I kind of know what I don't just have an idea and then I move forward. And sometimes my ideas are like senior moments, like they're there and then whew, they're gone. Well, I'm looking around thinking, well, I had an idea. Where'd my idea go? You steal my idea? My idea is over there. Anyway, enough about that. Happy New Year, really. And I have the best wishes for everyone. And I hope it all works out. There you go. And I asked the person that was serving me my dinner last night. I said to her, we're speaking in French. Ma français pas bien, mais toujours je ferai ma mieux à améliorer ma français, right? That means I will always try my best to make my French better, which is true if I happen to be anywhere. I mean, and sometimes if I'm lucky enough to go to Mexico or a Spanish-speaking country, I try my best to make my Spanish better, the case may be. But I said to her, what is your favorite song by Les Cowboys Fringants? And she said, oh, good question. Then after a couple of minutes, she came back and she said, Les Étoiles Filantes, the shooting stars. And this is what we are. We are but shooting stars. We are shooting stars. We're ephemeral. Poof. So in the sense that we're ephemeral, we should embrace the life that we have and make the most of it for ourselves and others. And when we help others, it's helping us feel good. And actually, if you want to do something really interesting, you look up that song and find yourself some English lyrics if you're an English speaker, and read that. See what it says. It's pretty good. No, it's better than good. It's fantastic. All right. My name's Bruce. This is my channel. Thank you very much. Goodbye.